Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the matchup between Life University Running Eagles and Thomas University Nighthawks. This is a conference matchup between these two teams. Thomas University entering today's game 9-9 overall for the season, 3-6 in conference play, while Life University is entering today's game 14-4 overall, 7-2 in conference play. This will be a fun matchup between these two teams, and let's go ahead and get into the starting lineups. Starting for Thomas University, graduate guard from Quincy, Florida, number 0, Deontay Jones. Junior guard from Tallahassee, Florida, number 3, Josh Robertson. Senior forward from Tallahassee, Florida, number 5, Andre Lightbourne. Senior forward from Houston, Texas, number 13, Noah Latine. And freshman center from Loganville, Georgia, number 22, Chris Dorbor, head coach by Colin Cotter. And starting for your Running Eagles, senior guard from Bay City, Michigan, number 1, Elias Ramirez. Junior guard from Cleveland, Ohio, number 2, Chase Harris. Junior forward from Baltimore, Maryland, number 3, Cortez Johnson. Junior guard from Belgrade, Serbia, number 4, Serge Popovich. And senior forward from Woodstock, Georgia, number 22, Tyreek Johnson. And the Running Eagles are head coached by Kevin Easley with his 7th season. This is the second matchup between these two teams. Their last game was January 9th of this year, and Life pulling out a win against Thomas University, 75-88. Both teams played very well that game, but Life University making 12 three-pointers, shooting 50% from the floor with 18 assists, was just able to really pull out that conference win in early January against the Nighthawks, and this is not going to be anything different. As I mentioned in the women's game, every conference game, especially when you play in the second round, playing the teams for a second time through, it's never easy to pull out another win. So first possession of the game will go to the Nighthawks. Robertson with the ball up top, swings it back to Jones. Jones loses it, and Tyreek Johnson comes up with the ball. Popovich now pushing in transition, skip pass to Tyreek Johnson. Swings it to Ramirez. And stolen away by Jones. Jones couldn't finish, but Robertson there to follow up, and he gets the first 2 points of the game for Thomas University. Cortez Johnson working on the block, and he goes up, draws the foul, and that foul is going to be against number 13, Noah Latine. Johnson at the free throw line, one of the leading scorers for the Running Eagles this season, averaging about 14 points per game, 8 rebounds a game, and shooting 66% from the floor. If he's not getting fouled, he's more than likely going to finish. He's not one to shoot any three-pointers, only 2 three-point attempts on the year. Made one of them, but he is definitely more of a back-to-the-basket type of player, really going to go to work, getting offensive boards with 46 offensive rebounds so far this season. And he is 1 for 2 there. Couldn't tie the ball game up, so 2-1 Nighthawks lead. Robertson over to Lightbourne. Lightbourne, mid-range pull-up, and he connects from mid-range. Harris now going all the way coast to coast. Nice change of speed there for Chase Harris. And he was honored last game for reaching a milestone of scoring his 1,000th point this season. So congratulations to number 2, Chase Harris, on that phenomenal milestone. Hard to do at the college level, no matter what division. And a little bit of chaos here, and we're going to have a jump ball. These teams both put up high scoring numbers throughout the season. Life University averaging about 85 points per game, while Thomas University averaging about 80 points per game. I think the big factor here is definitely going to be who is dominant on the boards and who is connecting percentage-wise from the floor. Life University averaging about 49% from the floor, while Thomas University 45%. Very strong matchup between these two teams. Robertson with the ball up top, closely guarded by Harris. Finds a wide open Lightborn, and he knocks it down for 3. 7-3. Nighthawks in the lead. Popovich with the ball top of the key, comes off the ball screen action. Skip pass over to Ramirez. Quick release, no good. And Nighthawks are on the run, almost stolen there by Harris. Floater. Couldn't get the roll. Offensive rebound, though. And that's on with number 22, Chris Dorbor. Ball's going to knock out of bounds by the running Eagles. So 19 on the shot clock. Nighthawks get the ball underneath. Ball stolen away by Harris on the inbound. Harris goes up, draws the foul. And that foul's on number 22, Chris Dorbor. Harris knocks down the free throw. And speaking of Chase Harris, he is the leading scorer for the Running Eagles this season, averaging 16 points per game, 6 rebounds a game. But one thing that he does a phenomenal job is getting his teammates involved, which is why they usually get above 18 assists per game. Harris with 109 assists already this season, and he shoots 57% from the field. After those 2 free throws, Life trailing by 2, 7-5. Jones over to over to Robertson, couldn't finish. Tyreek Johnson comes with the defensive rebound. Harris up to Cortez Johnson, who's on the block, and he loses it. Jones got the ball knocked off his foot, but recovered by his teammate. And an easy 2 there by number 13, Noah Latine. Tyreek Johnson on the drive, and he's fouled. And that foul's going to be on number 5, Andre Lightborn. Johnson now at the free throw line, going to shoot 2. Tyreek Johnson Very solid player for Coach Easley's team, averaging 13 points a game. One of the better three-point shooters on the team, behind number one, Elias Ramirez. And he shoots about 37% from behind the arc. But he does a great job of just finishing around the basket, finding his teammates. Just a solid leader for this team this season. And into the ball game, number 11, Armani Thomas. 1 of 2 there for Johnson. Thomas still with the lead, 9-6 here. Robertson over to Thomas. Swings to Jones. Back up to Robertson. Swings it to Lightbourne. Lightbourne inside the Latine. Couldn't finish. Freeman for 3, and that one's short. Jones now in transition, spin move, goes up, almost converts it to an and one, almost a highlight reel there. But that foul's on number 10, Will Freeman, who's checked into the ball game. Nice move there by number 0, Deontay Jones, who's going to send him to the free throw line for 2. And Jones connects on the first free throw. Two for 2 for Jones. Freeman skip past Tyree Johnson for 3. Tyree Johnson knocking down the triple in transition, 11-9. Nighthawks still in the lead by 2. Robertson tried to get the ball inside to Howe, and he just lost it. The ball got knocked out of bounds by Life, so 24 on the shot clock. Jones will take it out of bounds for the Nighthawks. Ball inbounded to Howe. Hand off to Jones, top of the key. Three-pointer, Robertson. Josh Robertson knocking down the triple, answering to Johnson. Popovich gets it to Cortez Johnson, high post. Cortez Johnson couldn't finish that one. Jones back out to Robertson, another 3, no good. Harris finds Cortez Johnson down on the block, and he slams it in for 2. 14-11, nice find there by Harris, nice finish by Johnson. Ball gets swung to Lightbourne on the left wing. He gets it back up top to Robertson. Back to Lightbourne, swings it to Jones. Jones inside to Howe. 6 on the shot clock, and Howe almost lost it. Gets it out to Lightbourne. 3, he has to shoot it. No good. And Cortez Johnson comes up with the rebound. Harris tried to skip past to Tyreek Johnson, stolen away by Lightbourne. Jones, top of the key, looking to attack. And that one's stolen away by Harris. Harris finds Popovich. Popovich able to finish for 2 in transition. 14-13, Life trailing by 1. Robertson with the ball on the right wing. Gets it to Jones. Jones swings it to Thomas. 8 on the shot clock. High post pass to Robertson. Robertson, catch and shoot, no good. Popovich, defensive rebound. Inside to Cortez Johnson. Couldn't finish. Good defense there by Howe. Again, Johnson averaging about 67% from the floor on finishes. Robertson coming off the double screen action. Tried to get it inside, and ball's going to go out of bounds. So it's going to be a turnover. Life basketball, and into the ball game now, number 24, Mattia Gleddick, number 11, LaDarren Cleveland, and number 21, Dara Alanaday. And in for the Nighthawks, number 1, Jalen Lee. And number 2, Javian Baker. No foul calls on either direction. Turnovers for both teams on their last possessions. Lee with the ball, swings it to Jones. Jones drives baseline on the left-hand side. Three-pointer there by Baker, no good. Cleveland gets it up to Harris. Harris finds Gleddick on the run. Mattia Gleddick could not finish. Jones kicks back to Thomas. Baker, another three. That one off the mark. Harris looking to go to work. Posting up the smaller Jones, and he's fouled. And we have a media timeout. And that foul was on number 0, Deontay Jones. 14-13. Nighthawks with the lead since they've scored. 14-13. Again, this is the second matchup between these two teams. That last matchup on January 9th. Life University able to secure the win over the Nighthawks. 75-88. So far, Thomas out rebounding Life University, 11-8 here in the first half. With the Nighthawks having 4 offensive rebounds for them, which has led to a couple of second chance points. But the main cause of the lead here was the 7 points off of turnovers for Thomas University, as they've already forced 5 turnovers against Life University here in the first half. And they average 16 points off of the turnovers that they force. Life basketball underneath. Gets it into Alanaday. Alanaday hand off to Cleveland. Lee trying to back tap there. And he gets a steal. Jalen Lee lays it in for 2, extending the lead to 3. And Jalen Lee is their leading scorer, averaging 13 points a game, shooting 40% from the floor. Cleveland off the mark with that 3. Offensive rebound by Freeman, finds Gleddick, short corner. Gleddick couldn't finish. Out of bounds on the Alanaday, going for the offensive board. Ball up top to Thomas, over to Lee. Lee. Assist there by Lee. It's number 12, Tyson Anderson, making the short corner range pull up. 18-13. Nighthawks up by 5. Gleddick now for 3. And Mattia Gledek getting fouled. And that foul is going to be on number 2, Javian Baker. So Mattia Gledek going to the line for 3. Gledek knocks down the first free throw. Three for Gledek, knocking down all the free throws. And as you can tell, the intensity for both these teams is high. Actually, the last game for Thomas University was against Life on the 9th. So obviously they're entering today's game after losing, wanting to come in here and prove a point, wanting to get a win. Again, I mentioned it earlier, when it comes to conference play and you're going back-to-back games with the team you just played, there's just a lot of pride in winning that second ball game. Lee gets it inside to Thomas. Anderson finds Howe. Howe couldn't finish. And Harris able to secure the defensive rebound after it's being knocked around a few times. Harris might have got away with the carry, but he's able to go coast to coast and finish for 2. And we have a turnover as one of the Nighthawks players just stepped on the inbound line as they were trying to pass the ball in after the make. So the score is now tied up 18-18 after that layup by Harris. Ball inbounded to Cleveland. And Popovich has the ball up top, 10 on the shot clock. Popovich pulls for 3. That one's short. Anderson secures the defensive rebound, but Alanade comes up with the steal. So another possession here. And Popovich now trying to go to work. Gets it out to Gledek for 3. Mattia Gledek knocking down the triple. And we have a technical foul called on number 24, Mattia Gledek, mainly for the three-pointer hand gesture. I'm not sure if he said anything to the other person as he knocked down the 3. But the ref is going to give him the text, so it's always tough in these kind of games where both teams, extremely high energy, a lot of intensity, even from the fans. So it's just one of those where the refs have to control the game in some area. But with that being said, I feel like there's been a good amount of trash talking already on the floor so far. So kind of surprised about the call, but the ref called it, and it is what it is. So 20-21, and Anderson able to knock down the 2 technical free throws, and the Nighthawks will get the basketball back. Thomas gets it over to Baker. Inside to Dorborn, he couldn't finish. Lee trapped in the corner. And we have a foul call, and that's going to be on number 4, Serge Popovich. Ball inbounded to Lee. Lee guarded by Alana Day, and strong take there by Jalen Lee. Comes back in and able to score 4 straight points. Quick move on Alana Day, gets the steal on the inbound. And then almost another steal. 24-21. Off of the intensity there from number 1, Jalen Lee. And then that foul call was on number 1, Jalen Lee, and that's his first personal. I'm not sure what just happened on the dead ball situation. So we have a technical foul. I believe it's a double technical. And it's going to be on number 4, Serge Popovich, and now that's his second. So with that technical foul, that's going to be the 3rd personal foul on number 4, Serge Popovich. So it was not a double technical, just a technical foul on number 4. Not sure what was said, what happened. It happened in a dead ball situation while the guys were crowded down and trying to get in formation for the inbound play. Harris gets the ball on the inbound, top of the key. Guarded by Baker. Harris out to Tyree Johnson. Tyree Johnson with another triple from behind the arc. Anderson, handoff to Baker. Over to Thomas on the left wing. He dribbles up top. Backside to Lee. Lee on the attack. Stripped away by Harris. Harris finds Tyree Johnson again. Heat check, no good. Ball's going to go out of bounds to number 24, Gleddick. And looks like number 22, Dorbor, is limping a little bit. Not sure if he caught a cramp or a little bit of a dead leg as him and Gleddick were fighting for that offensive or fighting for the rebound. Nevertheless, score is tied 24-24 after that made 3 by Johnson. 8 minutes to go here in the first half. Thomas with the ball up top. Over to Robertson, who's back into the game. Gets it out to Anderson. Step back, mid-range. Anderson knocking down the mid-range jumper. 26-24. Nighthawks with the lead by 2. Tyreek Johnson. Penetrate kick out to Gleddick. That one rims in and out. Robertson over to Thomas. Anderson for 3, way off the mark. Tyreek Johnson tried to go into Cortez Johnson. And you have a injured player on the other end. And Thomas knocks down the triple. And a very hyped Thomas University team, again, coming into this game with a vengeance after their last game being a loss against Life on the 9th. They're playing tough. They haven't backed down. Big three-pointer made there by number 11, Armani Thomas, extending that lead to 5. Harris coming off the ball screen action, a little bit of a trap situation, but Harris looking to go up there, got fouled as he went up. And that foul is going to be on number 13, Noah Latin. And Harris connects on the first free throw. Two for two for Chase Harris. Robertson gets it over to Jones. Back to Robertson on the right wing, 15 on the shot clock. Robertson, kick out to Jones. Jones for three. Deontay Jones connecting from outside. 32-26. Ball inside to Cortez Johnson. Faces up. And he's able to lay it in for two. Jones over to Robertson, guarded by Freeman. Robertson on the take. Bounce pass down low to Latin. And Latin lost control, throws it out of bounds. Jones tried to save it, but it's going to be a turnover. We have immediate timeout, 32-28. Nighthawks with the lead. Less than 6 minutes to go here in the first half, and it has been a feisty one. I don't know what other word to use but that. Both teams just a ton of energy, especially the Nighthawks. They came out with a spark. As I mentioned, these two teams have already faced up back in January 9th. Nighthawks losing that game to Life 75-88. Well, already today, 4 three-pointers made. They usually average about 8 three-pointers made per game. Shooting 44% from the floor. But they have, the kicker here is they have 9 extra possessions than Life. So far, Thomas University has been able to have 27 field goal attempts to Life's 18, which has made a major difference in how they've able to get the lead and keep the lead. Not only that, but they've already forced 8 turnovers against Life, and off of those 8 turnovers have scored 14 points. Harris over to Ramirez, over to Johnson, back to Ramirez. Deep three, no good. Jones, gets the ball down low to Baker. Great ball movement here. Jones on the floater, and he connects for 2. Harris gets the ball to Tyreek Johnson, down low to Cortez Johnson, who's guarded by Dorbor. Back out to Chase Harris, no good. And the ball is going to remain Life basketball underneath, 20 on the shot clock. Ball inbounded to Cortez Johnson. He swings it to Tyreek Johnson. Tyreek Johnson step back 3, and he is fouled on the 3, and that foul's on number 22, Dorbor. And it's going to send Tyreek Johnson to the line to shoot 3 free throws. And that's the third personal foul on Chris Dorbor. Ninth team foul for Thomas University. And missed free throws there by Johnson. And he's normally a very good free throw shooter, so very uncommon for him. Lightbourne thought about the 3 pump fake. Finds a wide open Robertson. Robertson connecting. Josh Robertson having himself a first half. 8 points for him so far, 2 of 4 from behind the arc. And a steal by Lightbourne. Another turnover. Robertson, no good. We got his offensive rebound. Jones gonna slow it down and run a play. Jones floater, no good. Harris tips it out, but his teammates couldn't secure the defensive board. Baker out to Robertson. Back into the game, number 11, Armani Thomas. So the ref basically just said that the shot clock should have reset because the ball went backcourt. So they put 25 on the clock. So almost a full possession now for the Nighthawks. .10 on the shot clock. Ball, high post pass to Thomas. Pulls up and connects. 39 to 28. Nighthawks starting to expand this lead, up by 11. Harris. Ramirez for 3, no good. And that foul's on number 21, Dar Alanaday. And that's going to be the 17th foul, so it's a 1-1 for the Nighthawks. Both teams now in the bonus. So number 23, Jordan Howe at the line for the 1-1. Two for two for Howe. Extends the lead to 13, 41 to 28. Back into the ballgame, number 1, Jalen Lee. Harris with the ball up top, closely guarded by Jones. Harris tried to get it to Alanaday, passed it too high. Alanaday stole it, goes up, finds Harris. And Harris is now fouled, and that's going to be on number 23, Jordan Howe. So that should be the 10th team foul, so Harris should go to the line and shoot 2. Harris connects on the first free throw. Two for 2 for Harris. Jones swings it to Robertson on the right wing. Robertson comes off the ball screen action with Howe. Swings it back up top to Thomas. Lee on the attack. And that foul is on number 10, Will Freeman. That's going to send number 1, Jalen Lee, to the free throw line for 2. Lee, a 74% free throw shooter for the season, knocks down the first free throw. Two for 2 for Lee. Nighthawks now set up in a 2-2-1 full court after the dead ball. Cortez Johnson swings it to Freeman. Freeman gets it to Tyreek Johnson on the left wing. 10 on the shot clock. Ball inside to Cortez Johnson with a Jones guarding him. Skip pass out to Freeman, swings it to Harris, 3 on shot clock. Harris gets the and one. Strong take there, 1 second left to go on the shot clock. And Harris finishing through the contact, and that fouls on number 23, Jordan Howe. And Harris could not complete the three-point play. 43-32, Life still trailing by 11. Thomas over to Robertson, quick ball movement. Ball finds its way to Jones on the left wing. 10 on the shot clock. Jones finds Thomas. Excellent ball movement. Robertson for 3. Tipped in by Howe. And almost stolen there by Robertson, but ball goes out of bounds on him. Tyreek Johnson gets it out to Alanaday, over to Freeman, 10 on the shot clock. Freeman now on the attack, and he draws the foul. And that foul's on number 10, Betrayal Washington. Freeman knocks down the first free throw. And Freeman knocks down both free throws. 1 minute left to go here in the first half. 45-34. Nighthawks with the lead by 11. As they've kept the lead, as they've scored the first point here in the ball game. Three-pointer, no good by Thomas. Tyreek Johnson with the ball on the right wing, looking to attack. Turn, fades, couldn't finish. Ball's going to remain Life basketball underneath. 20 on the shot clock. 23 seconds. 23.9 seconds left to go here in the first half. Alonade slips through, could not finish the layup. Jones finds Lee in transition. Lee out to Thomas for three. No good. 10 seconds left to go. Alonade finds Harris, and Harris is now fouled. Harris at the free throw line for two. And that last foul was on Jalen Lee, and that was his fourth. Already with 4 fouls in the first half for their leading scorer. .3 left to go here in the first half. Harris connects on the second. Jones with the ball. Finds Lightborn, transition three, no good. Harris comes up with the defensive rebound. 10-point lead for Thomas University Nighthawks, 45-35 at the half. Leading all scorers so far here today is number 2, Chase Harris. He has 13 points. 7-9 from the free throw line for him today. And leading the way for the Nighthawks, number 3, Josh Robertson, 8 points, as well as number 1, Jalen Lee with 8 points. Lee also with 4 fouls to end the first half. So it's going to be interesting to see what they do at the start of the second for him. Thomas University shot the ball very well from the floor, 43%, holding Life University to a 36% shooting percentage in the first half. Not only that, but Thomas University shot 100% from the free throw line, 8 for 8, but allowed Life to go to the free throw line 20 times. Life only able to secure 70% from the free throw line in the first half. Very strong matchup between these two teams. High intensity on the defensive end. Nothing is going to let up. It's conference time. It's January. These two teams are trying to make it to March. So it's going to be an interesting and fun second half. See if Thomas University will extend the lead or if Life University will chip away at this 10-point deficit and come back and pull out another win against Thomas University. My name is Jasmine Charles, and I will be back with you guys at the start of the second half. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the start of the second half between Life University Running Eagles and Thomas University Nighthawks. This is a conference matchup. 45-35, Nighthawks were able to secure a 10-point lead to end the first half. My name is Jasmine Charles, and let's go ahead and get started with the second half. And the Running Eagles will start with the basketball for the second half. And we're going to start with a foul on the floor. And that foul is going to be on number 4, Serge Popovich. Ball gets swung all the way to Lightbourne for 3. No good. Cortez Johnson comes down with the defensive rebound. Popovich scoop layup and scoops it in for 2 over Robertson. 45-37. Strong take there by Popovich. Lightbourne for another 3, and he connects from behind the arc. Cortez Johnson now going to work on the block. Life coming out with a little bit more fire under them here in the second half. And a steal by Tyreek Johnson. Popovich for 3, and that one rims in and out. Dorbor trying to find Latine on the run. Ball gets deflected out. Lightbourne, another triple, and that one won't fall. Offensive rebound, Jones. And he connects with the bank shot floater. Cortez Johnson going to work against Latine. No foul call. And he gets fouled on the floor. And that foul's on number 13. And another foul on number 13, Noah Latine. And that one's going to be before the whistle off the ball. And we have an illegal screen on number 1, Elias Ramirez, as he had a moving screen. And it's very important in these situations when you have a little to big screen, meaning a guard to a post, because what's going to happen is that guard is now going to come off of a screen, especially if they're a really good shooter. But you have to have your feet set. Can't rush through the screen action. Lightbourne's already hit the last couple threes This time Dorbor, but he can't hit. And we just have a lot of foul calls happening here at the early start. Harris tried to go up and slam one down, but he's fouled on the play. And that foul's on number 23, Jordan Howe. So that's going to send number 2, Chase Harris, to the line for 2, as he's been shooting it pretty well from the free throw line today. 7 of 9 so far. First free throw made by Harris. Two for 2 for Harris, making him 9-11 overall for the free throw line today. Back into the game, number 11, Armani Thomas. Jones finds Lightbourne on the right wing, swings it back across to Robertson. Robertson swings it to Jones. Ramirez cuts him off baseline. Good defense there. Ball inside the Dorbor. Dorbor goes up over Popovich. Couldn't finish. And we got a jump ball between Harris and Dorbor. Possession arrow will go to the Nighthawks. 20 on the shot clock. And Popovich comes up with the steal on the inbound, and he draws the foul. That foul's on number 22, Chris Dorbor. And into the ball game, number 10, Latrell Washington. And Popovich knocks down the second free throw. 1 of 2 there, so Nighthawks now in the lead by 8. Life trying to chip back into this game. Jones on the attack, out to Lightbourne. Lightbourne, ball fake, shot, couldn't finish. Washington, rebound, couldn't finish. Harris passes out to Ramirez. Ramirez throws it away. So another turnover there for Elias Ramirez. Jones with the ball up top, closely guarded by Popovich. Passes to Robertson. Robertson comes off the flat screen with Washington. Passes back to Lightbourne. Back to Robertson, 10 on the shot clock. Skip pass and stolen by Tyreek Johnson. Harris now goes inside to Cortez Johnson, and he's fouled on the floor. And that foul is on number 0, Dante Jones. That's his third. And back into the ballgame, number 1, Jalen Lee, and he also has 4 fouls. excuse me, they corrected it. He has 3 fouls. Cortez Johnson goes up and one by the big man. Cortez Johnson taking on Washington. And that foul is going to be on number 10, Etrell Washington. Cortez Johnson now goes to the free throw line to convert for a 3-point play. Timeout called by Coach Cotter for the Nighthawks. 30-second timeout. And so far, Life has really had more of the spark here in the second half. Although they have 4 less field goal attempts than the Nighthawks. They've been able to shoot 75% from the floor at the start of the second half, limiting the Nighthawks to only 25% from the floor here in the second half, which has been a major difference. Not only that, but the Nighthawks already with 7 fouls. So with 15 minutes still left to go, from this point forward, Life University will be shooting free throws. And Cortez Johnson is now at the line to shoot 1 to complete the 3-point play. And he does. Life now trailing by 5, 50-45. Lee with the ball up top, swings it to Robertson on the right wing. Finds Lightbourne. Ball gets all the way back over to Lee. Up top to Robertson, 10 on the shot clock. High post pass to Washington. Washington finds Lee, he's on the attack. And Lee draws the foul. And that foul is going to be on number 3, Cortez Johnson. And that's his first. Team's third. Two for two for Lee. Harris down low against Thomas. Couldn't finish. Lightbourne now pushing in transition. Thomas with the ball on the left wing finds Lee. Lee hits Washington on the roll. Washington couldn't finish. Harris back to Tyreek Johnson, no good. Offensive rebound, Cortez Johnson. Popovich, pump fake. And a crafty move there, but the ball got deflected, hit the side or the behind the backboard. So I'm not really too sure what happens. It's going to remain Life basketball. And back into the game, number 23, Jordan Howe. Cortez Johnson draws the foul, finishes the layup, and he's going back to the free throw line for 1. And that foul's on number 23, Jordan Howe, and that's his fourth. And Johnson not able to convert the three-point play. 52-47, Nighthawks still with the 5-point lead. Robertson comes off the ball screen action with Washington. They try to get it inside. Popovich is having to guard Washington. Robertson for three, and he cashes out from behind the arc. So much fire from Josh Robertson. Let me tell you, this guy is full of energy, and I love to see it. I love when players get into it. Harris, jump stop. Finishes for two. And we got a full timeout, and this time it's going to be from Coach Easley with Life University. (55-49). Thompson University still with the lead here, although they are starting to now make a few more shots. 3 of 10 so far here in the second half. 2 3-pointers of their 3 shots made. But Life University shooting 62% from the floor here in the second half. Robertson with the ball up top. Little horns action gets it to big man at the elbow. And off back to Robertson. 12 on the shot clock. Finds Lee, opposite wing. 5 on the shot clock. Lee gets it to Thomas. Thomas has to pull it. No good. And another foul here, and this one's on number 12, Tyson Anderson. Just blatantly pushed Chase Harris out of bounds, going after the rebound. Harris might have over-exaggerated the push a little bit to draw the foul, but definitely a foul, more or less. 1-and-1 here. Harris at the line. And Harris cashing out from the free throw line today. 10 of 12 so far after that make. And a miss there by Harris on the second free throw. (55-50). Nighthawks still in the lead by 5. Nice spin move there by Thomas, but couldn't finish through the contact. Harris now pushing in transition. Finds Tyreek Johnson, weak side 3. Tyreek Johnson knocking down the triple. That's his third 3 of the game. Life now trailing by 2. Anderson with the ball, almost lost it against Harris. And a turnover there by the Nighthawks. Lost possession and a timeout called by Coach Cotter with Thomas University, full timeout. And it really just feels like the momentum of the game has swung towards the Running Eagles here in the second half, from the energy to the defensive intensity to the making the shots. It's all just starting to flow their way. Not saying that Thomas University has not put up points and that they have not been competitive here in the second half, but they already have 3 players in foul trouble, with number 13, Noah Latine, number 22, Chris Dorbor, and number 23, Jordan Howe. And those are some big-time players for them that with 4 fouls, you got to play smart. And their leading scorer, Jalen Lee, with 3 fouls as well. So they've allowed 28 free throw attempts so far for Life University compared to their 10. Don't get me wrong, they've done an excellent job at the free throw line, shooting 100% compared to Life's 67%. Not only that, they've shot the ball very well from behind the arc with 7 made threes so far, usually averaging about 8 made threes per game. And Life only with 4 made threes so far here today. And they usually average about 9.5 threes a game. A little bit of full court pressure, but Harris going all the way and draws the and one, coast to coast. Chase Harris is having himself a game. Draws the and one Euro step, and that foul is going to be on number 2. Javian Baker, and this is a chance for Life University to take the lead. Go back into the game, number 0, Dante Jones. And Harris knocks down the free throw, converts it to a 3-point play, and that is the lead for Life University, 56-55. Anderson with a step back jumper, and he knocks it down. And we're going to have to pause the game here for a second as the shot clock went out, so they're going to have a media timeout. And they're just looking to reset that real quick. And a nice shot there by Tyson Anderson as he was made the short corner mid-range pull-up. Harris now on the attack again. Going coast to coast once again, Chase Harris. 21 points for him so far today. Anderson finds Thomas behind. Thomas attacks. Gets it to Anderson, and then Alana blocks. But they're going to call a foul. And they're going to call goaltending on Alana. And they're going to call the foul. So it's going to be a goaltending violation on number 21, Dara Alana, so they'll count the basket. On top of that, he fouled. So it's going to send number 13, Noah Latine, to the line to now allow him to have a three-point play attempt, and he converts. So the score is now 60-58. Harris out to Freeman, over to Tyreek Johnson. Tyreek turnaround pull up, no good. Thomas transition three, no good. Alana comes down with the rebound. Harris. (60-60) after that bucket from Harris, and he has 25. Robertson over to Thomas. Robertson for three. Josh Robertson, another triple. Cashes out from behind the arc. And that's his third three of the day. Chase Harris cashing out. He is having himself a game. Robertson looking to answer, can't do it. Harris gets it over to Cortez Johnson, back to Harris. (63-63). Harris on the attack, gets fouled on the floor. And that foul's on number 11, Armani Thomas. This is now the double bonus for Life University, so they are now shooting 2 free throws. Moving forward, still 9.5 minutes to go here in the ball game. Two for two for Harris. Jones with the ball. Gets it up top to Anderson. High post pass to Thomas. Thomas guarded by Freeman. Skip pass out to Jones. 5 on the shot clock. Jones out to Anderson. Pump fake. Anderson couldn't finish. Harris up to Popovich. And Popovich gets the roll. Shooter's roll there for Serge Popovich. Transition three. Nice find there. And I feel the energy picking up here for Life in the building. Anderson step back. Finds Robertson. Over to Thomas. Thomas swings it to Jones. 10 on the shot clock. Jones left him wide open. Easy layup there, and he lays it in for two. 65-68. So far, leading all scorers here tonight, Chase Harris, number 2 for Life University, 30 points, shooting 80% from the floor here today. 13 of 16 from the free throw line, 7 rebounds, 6 assists, 4 steals. He is just having himself a stat line, and he has been putting it all out there today. And then leading the way for the Nighthawks, number 14, Josh Robertson, 14 points, as he has 4 3-pointers here today, 4 rebounds and 4 assists for him. So far here in the second half, Life is outscoring the Nighthawks by 13. So far, they have 33 points to the Nighthawks 20 here in the second half, as they are shooting 73% from the floor here. Freeman gets the ball up top to Popovich, 15 on the shot clock. Popovich tries to get it inside to Johnson, but stolen away by Jones. And Latine trying to dunk it, and he gets fouled. That foul's going to be on number 10, Will Freeman. And that's the third personal foul on Freeman. And Latine knocks down the first free throw. Two for Latine. Harris has the ball up top, 12 on the shot clock. Harris finds Gleddick backside, but Cortez and Gleddick both fighting for it, and now a little bit of a scuffle, it seems like. I'm not sure what the refs are going to call here after the scuffle. I think it was hard for them to see who exactly was involved. All I know was there was a tie-up. And after the tie-up, it just started with the scuffle. I'm not sure how far it really got. So I think the refs have come to a conclusion of what they want to call here. I'm just waiting for them to give a signal of what is happening. And what it looks like to me is that number 24, Mattia Gladek from Life University was ejected. I don't see any calls for anyone else, but not that that matters. But 2 seconds on the clock, and Cortez Johnson finishes for the buzzer beater, extending the lead by 3. Anderson cashing out mid-range on the step back. Harris on the attack, stripped away by Robertson. Anderson now in transition. Step through, and he's fouled. And so we have the foul going to be on number 2, Chase Harris. And that's going to send number 12, Tyson Anderson, to the free throw line for 2. And Anderson knocks down the free throw. And back into the ballgame, number 22, Chris Dorbor, and number 1, Elias Ramirez. And a miss there by Anderson. Defensive rebound secured by Cortez Johnson. 70-70, the score is tied up all the way. Johnson to Popovich, over to Ramirez, inside to Cortez Johnson, and he loses it. Robertson now pushing in transition. Gets it over to Jones. Swings it to Anderson. Inside to Dorbor. Dorbor on Harris, and Harris blocks it and saves it from going out of bounds. Popovich for 3. That one's short. Ball inside to Dorbor, mouse in the house. And that foul's on number 4, Serge Popovich. That is his 4th. So that is now the 7th team foul. Dorbor makes both free throws, giving them the lead 72-70. Harris will bring the ball up, a little full court pressure. Harris over to Ramirez. Over to Freeman. Freeman tries to go inside to Alana Day, and backside help is there from Thomas. The ball goes out of bounds on the Nighthawks. 11 seconds on the shot clock. Life will receive the ball underneath the basket. So far, total today, Life has 15 turnovers. Off of those 15 turnovers, Thomas has been able to score 19 points off of those 15 turnovers, as they usually average about 16 points off turnovers per game. So they have surpassed that today. They've done a great job of really just having high-pressure defense. But the only thing about their high-pressure defense, it has led to them having 24 team fouls here today, which has allowed Life to be in the double bonus since the 9-minute mark here. Ball down to the low block to Harris. 3 on the shot clock. And the foul is going to be on number 3, Josh Robertson. So that's going to send Harris back to the free throw line for 2. Two for 2 for Harris. Scores tied back up 72-72. Jones gets it to Anderson, who's been having himself a great fourth quarter. Out to Thomas. Swings it up top to Jones. Over to Robertson. There's a foul on the floor, and that foul's on number 1, Elias Ramirez. And that's going to lead Josh Robertson to the free throw line for a 1-and-1. And he knocks down the first free throw. Two for 2 there for Robertson. And the Nighthawks regain the lead by 2, 74-72. Ball inbounded to Alana Day. Freeman's bringing the ball up the court. Guarded by Jones. Freeman on the attack. And that foul's going to be on 0. Deontay Jones. That's his 4th. So currently the Nighthawks have 4 players with 4 fouls. Two of those players are on the court currently with 4 fouls. Freeman, 2 for 2, knocking down the clutch free throws, tying the ball game back up. 5 minutes left to go here in the game, and we have ourselves a good one, 74-74. Battling for a conference win here in the Eagles' Nest. Jones inside to Dorbor. Dorbor, a hook shot, and he gets the roll. Nice shot by him. Tyreek Johnson back into the game. He's going to bring the ball up the court as Harris is getting full court pressure from Robertson. 15 on the shot clock. Johnson with the ball up top. Finds Freeman. Freeman for three. That one off the mark. Gets his own rebound. Freeman draws a foul. Goes up strong. Couldn't finish the layup, but he draws the foul, and that foul's going to be on number 11, Armani Thomas. That's his third. Freeman knocks down the first free throw. Anderson back into the game. 2 for 2 there for Freeman. Thomas with the ball up top, swings it to Robertson. Over to Jones. Jones on the attack. And that foul's on 10, Will Freeman. Both teams are now in the double bonus. Jones knocks down the first free throw. And a miss there by Jones. Harris with the ball up top. Guarded by Dorbor. Finds Ramirez in the corner. And Elias Ramirez is fouled. And that foul's on 2, Javian Baker. It's going to send number 1, Elias Ramirez, to the line to shoot 3. And Ramirez cashes out on all 3 free throws, extending their lead to 2, 79-77. Dorbor with the ball behind the 3-point line. Hands off to Jones. Gets it to Anderson on the opposite wing. Anderson, mid-range pull-up, no good. Defensive rebound, Johnson, but poked away. Recovered by Alonade. Cortez Johnson kicks it out to Freeman. Inside to Cortez Johnson, finds Harris on the cut. Harris waves his way through and lays it in for two. 34 for him today. Anderson for three. No good. Alonade, defensive rebound. And we have another foul on the floor. This foul's on number 22, Chris Dorbor, and that's going to be his fifth. So back into the game is going to be number 23, Jordan Howe, checking in for Chris Dorbor. And Alonade goes 1 for 2. And back into the game, number 1, Jalen Lee. And he has 4 fouls as well, along with Jordan Howe. Excuse me, Jalen Lee only has 3 fouls. Thomas over to Robertson. Robertson on the attack. Kicks it out to Lee. Over to Jones. 12 on the shot clock. Robertson with the ball up top. Robertson guarded by Alonade, post guy, and they're going to call a foul on Alonade, who's playing great defense, but they're going to. So that foul is on number 21, Dara Alonade. That's his third. And that's going to allow Josh Robertson to go to the line for 2. Two for 2 for Robertson. 79-82, Life with the lead by 3. 2 minutes left to go here in the ball game in this conference matchup. Cortez Johnson with the ball on the right block, spin move, reverse layup. Cortez Johnson with the shifty move. Nice finish by him. Thomas over to Robertson. Robertson guarded by Tyreek Johnson. Ball inside to Howe. And we have a foul on number 4, Serge Popovich, and that'll be his 5th. And Howe misses the first free throw. 1 to 2 there for Jordan Howe. Harris kicks out to Tyree Johnson for 3. Tyree Johnson knocking down the triple. 1 minute to go here in the ball game. Jones trying to go coast to coast. And Harris fouled on the play on the defensive rebound. So he's going to go back to the free throw line. And that foul was on number 13, Noah Latine, and that is his 5th. '87 to 80.